I am Neha 23165, and today I will present my project on global crime and safety 2023 using Tableau Public. So I choose Tableau because it helps transform raw data into visualizations, dashboards and story, making it easier to identify patterns, trends and insights instead of just looking at numbers in table. The datasets I used include country level data with crime index, safety index, and geographic coordinates, and city level dataset with safety index, location info. And the goal was to analyze global crime trends and compare countries and cities and communicate insights visually. So, first I loaded the country dataset into Tableau Public and ensured that crime index and safety index were recognized as measures and country and city were dimensions. Then I added city dataset which included safety index and location information. Tableau automatically recognized latitude and longitude, so it allowed me to create maps and density visualizations even without a continent column. So before starting I ensured that there was no missing values and all columns were formatted correctly and numeric fields could be used in charts. So this is important so the dashboards work properly without errors. So I created three dashboards using these visualizations. So the first one focuses on country ranking and global distribution of crime. So firstly I created a horizontal bar chart for the first top 10 countries by crime index. So I sorted them in descending order to highlight the countries with the highest crime. So what I observed is some regions have multiple high crime countries clustered together, showing regional patterns. And next I created top 10 safest countries bar chart using safety index and I sorted them in descending order. This shows which countries are generally the safest comparing. So the comparing these two charts allows us to see the contrast between these high crimes and high safety countries. So and then I made a global crime map. I dragged the country to details and crime index to the color. So the red represent high crime and the green represents low crime. So this map shows regional crime patterns clearly and it makes it easy to spot clusters of high crime areas. So finally I combined these three visualizations into a dashboard. So this allows interactive comparison, such as hovering over a country to show to see exact values. And dashboard also it brings multiple visualizations together into a single interactive view, making it easier to understand patterns at a glance. So the second dashboard. So here I this dashboard focuses on relationships between variables. So firstly, I created a regional density map. Since my dataset didn't have a continent column, I used latitude and longitude to plot countries. So the density map highlights areas with concentrated high crime values. So darker areas indicate uh, regions with more intense crime, while the lighter areas indicate safer regions. So I choose a density map because it makes it easier to spot clusters and crime hotspots visually, so which is more effective than just showing average values. And then I plotted a scatter plot. It's between crime index and safety index. I added country to the details and included a trend line. So what I observed is there is a negative correlation, meaning countries with higher crime usually have a lower safety, and some exceptions that stand out. So which is interesting for further analysis. And then I plotted a population versus crime index using another scatter plot. So population is on x-axis and crime index is on y-axis. So I added country to details. So what I observed here is population size doesn't strongly affect crime. Some highly populated countries are relatively safe, and some smaller countries have higher crime levels. So scatter plots are ideal for seeing relationships and spotting outliers. Finally, I combined these visualizations into a dashboard. So this allows me to explore relationships interactively, such as hovering countries over countries to see details and observing patterns between population, crime, and safety. So the density map provides clear sense of where crime is concentrated globally, making patterns easier to understand than simple heat map. And the third dashboard, so this dashboard mainly focus on regional and city level insights. So firstly, I created a regional heat map using latitude, longitude to color and countries by crime index. So this shows variance within the regions. And then I created a crime index box plot to show the spread of crimes values within the regions. So what I observed here is some regions have wide variations while others are more consistent. So box plot highlights outliers and range, so which bar charts cannot show. And next I created a top 10 safest cities using bar chart by city level data set. So what we observe here is some cities are safer than their countries overall, showing how local governance and infrastructure can impact safety. And finally, I created a global crime versus safety scatter plot. So coloring countries by approximate regions. So what I observed from here is regions from clusters, which is making it easier to compare patterns across different parts of the world. So all the sheets were combined into dashboard, making it clean and interactive, easy to interpret. So this completes the story from country level to city level insights. So I made these dashboards into stories. So my key insights from this analysis is like higher crime index usually responds to lower safety index, and regional difference are significant. Some regions have multiple crime countries, others are safer, and population uh, doesn't strongly determine crime, and also city safety can differ from country level trends, highlighting the importance of local politics and infrastructure. Thank you for watching. So using Tableau Public, I transformed raw data into meaningful visualizations, dashboards, and stories. So this project shows how data visualizations helps uncover patterns, highlight trends, and communicate insights effectively. Thank you.